In the last couple of episodes I've released on my channel, many of the viewers have commented that the video quality for my videos has improved dramatically. And that is because I recently purchased a new camera for my channel. I had been using a Logitech 922 webcam, which is a really, really nice webcam, by the way. Then I had no complaints with the Logitech 922, but at the end of the day, the problem was it's still just a webcam. And to take that next step, to getting, more professional in quality, I needed to buy a real camera, not a webcam, a DSLR camera. So I purchased the Panasonic Lumix G7, and I have not made a proper review of the Panasonic Lumix G7, even though I've recorded a couple of videos on the channel already using this camera, and the reason I didn't do a review before using the Panasonic Lumix G7 is because I had already had those particular programs scheduled for recording. The Taking Into Account episode 5 that was released last Thursday was the first video I did with the Lumix, and I had actually got the camera delivered right before I was set to sit down and record that video, so I got the camera delivered from FedEx. So I just went ahead and plugged it in just to see if it worked, and since I had to record Taking Into Account of episode 5 anyway, right then, I just used this camera as a test run, and that's why the camera angle, by the way, for Taking Into Account episode 5 was a little strange, is because I really wasn't sure where to place the camera or anything like that. I just kind of plugged it in and I kind of went with it. I also used this camera the following day, on a Friday, to record the Slackware video that I did with Serge, because I had already had that scheduled. So I really didn't have time to do a proper review of the Panasonic Lumix, Thursday, Friday, over the weekend, because I'd already had some other stuff scheduled to record, and I couldn't put that off to do the review of the Panasonic Lumix G7. So I'm going to take a look at that today. I got the Lumix. I've got a couple of different lenses with it. I got some studio lighting. I got a couple of different tripods with it. And several smaller accessories, all delivered last week. Pretty substantial purchase, almost $1,000 for just this. I've spent close to $3,000 probably now on equipment for my YouTube channel, which I've been doing this YouTube channel for a little over 10 months now, and the channel's growing very fast, so I'm kind of taking it, a little serious. I'm trying to constantly get better and better equipment, get higher and higher quality video, because you guys demand it, I demand it of myself, and also you guys are very generous with your support. You guys that are supporting me through things like Patreon and PayPal, the Super Chats when I do the live streams, you guys are awesome, because that really, really does help offset the cost. I could never purchase things like this without your support, so I do want to thank all you guys that have supported the channel currently or in the past. Much love. It really, I can't express enough. Thank you. All right, now let's take a closer look at some of the purchases I've made in recent days. Okay, so let's take a look at some of what I have purchased. So obviously the big one, of course, is the camera itself. So I purchased everything through Amazon. So I purchased this particular kit here, the Panasonic Lumix DMC-G7 4K Wi-Fi digital camera. This particular kit here comes with several accessories. It came with a 32 gigabyte SD card, in case I want to use an SD card. For what I'm doing, though, I'm just recording everything through the camera into OBS. But if I wanted to take this camera out and about, maybe eventually do DT, man on the street kind of things, obviously I would need the SD card for that. Came with a case, came with this particular set came with 2 batteries. I actually got the wall charger and 2 batteries with it, which is great because having two batteries, I can have one charging while I'm using one, and then when that one dies I can use the other one. But from my test, I recorded almost 3 hours of video with Serge the other day doing that Slackware video, and I went the whole time with one battery, and it still wasn't even close to being dead. So battery life on these are really good, but I also went ahead and purchased a AC adapter just so I could plug into the wall and make sure, you know, that I never lose power while I'm doing something like this. I never want to, especially what if I'm live streaming here in OBS, you know, then, you know, the battery dies and boom, it's dead. So I actually bought this AC adapter. Basically, it's like a battery. You plug it into the battery compartment, but of course it connects to an actual power cord you plug into the wall. So I purchased that. But anyway, the Panasonic Lumix G7, here, the box here. We can focus. Anyway, some pretty neat accessories. Comes with a pretty neat tripod. Really everything in the kit was great. I mean, it came with cleaning kit, battery charger, case. Came with a case. I've got a couple of cables in the case. Came with 2 lenses. Comes with 2 lenses. Comes with one wide angle and one telephoto lens. The telephoto is a 2.5x telephoto lens. The wide angle is 0.45x. So depending on whether you need to be zoomed in or kind of out far, 2 different lenses comes with this particular kit that I bought on Amazon. But I knew I probably was not going to be happy with the kit lenses. I wanted to purchase something a little better. So other than the $530 I spent on the basic kit itself, I went ahead and bought me the Panasonic Lumix G lens, the 25mm lens. So the Lumix 25mm. And that is what you're actually looking at now. If I switch scenes here in OBS, you guys can see it's a really, really good quality lens, and it has the effect of blurring the background. Like when I focus, when I get it zoomed in exactly on what I want to zoom in on, which is my face in this case, you notice everything behind me has this blur, this bokeh effect. And that is really, really cool. That's kind of what I was going for. It's a really neat feature. Also in the kit was a bunch of accessories, bunch of zoom rings. It also came with screen protector, LCD screen protector, which is for the LCD screen on the camera. It also came with this, and I didn't realize it at the time when I had ordered it, but this USB device here, that is actually a SD card reader. So I've got the 32 gig SD card in the camera. I can plug this into a USB port on my computer, and it actually has, if you can see through the plastic, the slots where the SD cards would sit, so I could transfer files from the SD card onto my computer. Really, really cool. Other than that, what else did I purchase? Oh, let me show you guys this. I did purchase, you know, some portrait studio lighting, these umbrella lights, which were, you know, reasonably priced. It's a kit of 3 for $52.99. A couple of taller stands and one shorter stand, 2 umbrellas. And it also came with a nice little bag that you can fold everything in and carry it in. I'm actually using one of the umbrella lights right now. And I was also using it for that initial part I recorded at the beginning of the video. So pretty good lighting. I'm actually pretty happy with this, and it was, you know, really affordable. Anything else I wanted to share with you? I bought a mini tabletop tripod, which I'm not using currently, but I thought other than the bigger tripod, if I ever wanted something really small, I mean, this thing is like real small. It's basically like the camera is actually sitting on the desktop, but it is a tripod, so it's stable. You know, I shouldn't have any accidents, you know, it knocking over accidentally or whatnot. Anyway, so what do you guys think? I'm really happy with the Panasonic Lumix G7. I am just stunned by the difference in quality, although I shouldn't be. I mean, looking back, I mean, the camera kit itself, $530, and that's a pretty good price. That's about as good a price as I could find on the Lumix G7. That's 25mm lens that I'm very happy with. $147.99. I actually think I paid more than that. Let me check my receipts. Oh yeah, Amazon got over on me. I paid a lot more than $147.99 for my lens. I paid $247.99 for the 25mm lens. Now, I ordered that thing 2 weeks ago, and it was delivered last week. And, $247.99, that's an expensive lens. I wasn't happy about paying it, but this is the lens I wanted. This is the quality I wanted. I wanted this blur effect. I mean, it's worth the $250 in my opinion, but it's $100 cheaper this week. I mean, that's crazy. Let me go back to $247.99 is what I paid this week. $147.99. What can I do? I mean, do I send the one I got back to Amazon, try to get a refund, and then buy it at the $100 cheaper price? I probably won't try anything like that. I'll just roll with what I got. But man, I wish I would have got it while it was on sale. But overall, $530 for the kit. I paid $250 for the lens. You guys, if you order it now, can get it for $150. $60 or so for the studio lighting, another $20 for some other minor accessories, tripod, and the wall charger. Overall, I'm very, very happy, though, with the camera quality. You guys that have commented on some of my recent videos, you guys seem like you're happy with the camera quality. I just want to, again, say thank you for all you guys do for me, for all your support. I just want to express my gratitude. I could not make these kind of purchases without your support. And some of the guys I'm talking about, of course, are these folks right here. A.K. Alan, Alex, Ansem, Tony, Bart, Benjamin, Ben, Bruno, Brian, Carlos, Christian, Chuck, Dan, the other Dan, Daniel, David, the other David, Eduardo, Greg, Humade, Interceptor, Jake, John, Carl, Katrina, Keith, Leo, Marcus, the other Marcus, Mateo, Mark, Martin, Matthias, Michael, Mr. GFY, Mr. Smarty Pants, Mr. Neely, Pops, Paul, Rob, Robert, Ryan, Silvio, First Stephen, Second Stephen, Third Stephen, Swami, Tiedemann, Voice Lab, Tubella, and John. You guys rock. You guys help make this show possible. Peace, guys.